because it's talking about like, differentiation. So we have, do I say? So we got in the second page, we got to teach was to transmit learning and form minds simultaneously by leading those minds according to an order progression from the most simple to the most complex.
And why? Because you can see maybe this guy, the student, he know more the language and everything, and maybe she needs support, and that's why she used the headphones to help her to understand the material.
Whoa, that's awesome! Thank you.
Because it talked about how he was showing his level of expertise, and here in this school, these students are kind of showing their levels of expertise going through the levels of Lexia. So I kind of made that connection.
That is the library. So consider, for example, a book in the hands of a student. They can sit there and read and study and cram, but it is up to the teacher to like explicitly let them know what they are reading or helping them understand what was being read.
3, where it said, this right here, you can do hard things, where he said he had to find out where the route opened and chance had taken them, what had been the results of the desperate, that's not the right paragraph. And how surprised he was to discover that the students left to themselves managed this difficult step as well as many French could have done.
His goal at the end was for them to be super thinkers, super readers, being able to put it together themselves. So I thought of the super reader cape at the end, how they were super at figuring out the text by themselves through his teaching.
So I chose this Gigi thing that we have because I think Gigi is a lot like what he did on the text. They're not being told what to do, they're figuring it out on themselves, by themselves. So, and look at the progress they're making.
That's great. En el segundo párrafo, más o menos en la mitad, dice algo como, voy a tratar de leer en mi inglés, por favor. Dice, he had the book delivered to the students and asked them through an interpreter to learn the French text with the help of the translation. Entonces nosotros siempre tenemos a Melissa con nosotros, que ella es como nuestra conexión también para entender lo que está pasando en la escuela, porque si no estaríamos perdidas a la mitad. Entonces, esa de Dorca y mía, esa es nuestra representación, es Melissa, nuestra traductora estrella.
Una pieza de museo.
And I choose the scene because in the second side, in the paragraph, he says, he had given no explanation to his students on the first elements of language, and he has not explained his spelling or conjugations to them. And I feel that when you're watching a play or listening to music, nobody is explaining to you nothing. Nobody is explaining to you anything, but you can feel and you can understand things. Maybe not the same things that other people, but something is coming.
One of these college manners, because in college that was the first time where I really felt like I had to think for myself and nobody was going to explain anything to me outright. And just like these students had to do, they had to figure out how to navigate the language and work through things. And I felt like when I was an undergrad, that was when I learned how to be more independent and think for myself.
Let's go!
Getting my step count.
So I chose, we all smile in the same language. Learning a different language, we're all here learning a new language, and things are hard for us, but if you have somebody helping you and just a smile, you feel better about learning, and it maybe is not form. When you see somebody smile, a teacher smiling, or a student, it kind of turns your day around.
Okay. We will follow you.
I did the puzzle pieces, and the quote that I did was, they had looked for French words that corresponded to words they knew and the reasons for their grammatical endings by themselves. They learned to put them together to make in turn French sentences by themselves, so kind of like puzzle pieces being put together, the sentences being put together.